Hello, hello. It is April 11th here in Minnesota. Uh, Rocking about, I think, 50 degrees. We've done a fair bit of work on the yard this week yet again, so I figured it would be a good time to do a little update tour. Starting with this area here. Now, at the beginning of the season, well, at the end of spring, we had taken leaves and kind of covered this area, and I decided at the beginning of the season that we were going to get rid of the grass in this whole area. Um, I did that a while ago. I've added some leaves from a neighbor. There was a bit of grass showing through, so I took cardboard and peeled back all the leaves, put cardboard down over a bunch of the grass to make sure there was a good weed barrier, and then recovered with leaves. And now we have a bunch of sticks in there, and we're going to put some mulch down if I have enough at the moment. Um, we do have a bunch of plants coming up over here. Some allium, yarrow, bee balm. There's a little bit of wild strawberry in there. Two different types of poppies. I believe there's some lilies sneaking up. A daisy there. I forget what these two plants are. Um, so it's nice to see growth in this area. There's a big peony here that's been here since we moved in. I've actually divided sections of it out, and even though it never blooms, it thrives pretty well. It just always gets rained on and broken before it can bloom. I just dug these stones out of here and used them to border a new section of garden that we'll look at in a minute. The hostas that are here and here are starting to come up, but the daffodils are still moving really slowly. They shot up real fast over here and then just kind of stagnated just a few days ago. So hopefully they come back up to speed soon. The fritillaries have started poking out quite a bit, actually. You can see some of the green there. And the crocus that were planted last year are starting to come up all along the edge. The squill that we learned are at least moderately considered invasive are doing really well. We're going to try and contain them to this bed, and eventually if they ever get declared officially as invasive, we're going to probably get rid of them. The brush pile has been turned into a mulch pile, and about half the mulch has been laid down. I put it on each of the spots where the trees were going to go, and where the Hudson's Golden Gem tree is. I haven't been putting it down real heavy, just trying to get it into some areas that only have leaves to help hold the leaves down. So, as you can kind of see, it looks like I put a sheet of Parmesan cheese on top of our leaves here. And also there. The garlic is starting to come up. You can take a look at a couple of the sprouts. Where is it? There's one there. There's one over here. There's one hiding right about here. You can kind of see it. You know, there are a few scattered in there. I'm really excited. This is my first time. I mean, as with everything here, this is my first time. But I've never known anybody who grew their own garlic, so we go through a ton of it. So I'm really excited. What else do we have? So, the apple tree is getting some buds that are starting to show, which is really, really good. We were worried it had died in the frosts that happened after it was delivered, so it's at least still alive. I mulched around the rose here that I had moved from over there. This is the Burgundian rose. This will be its second season. I'm hoping it actually blooms this year. When we get more stones, we'll solidify the shape of the bed. I might tuck this little bulge in so that it comes into a straight curve and then goes around, but I'm not going to worry about that yet. Let's see. I raked the top layer of the mulch up a little bit to try and make it easier if there were any. I can't remember where I put the rest of our daffodil bulbs, and they might be hiding along the borders in here. Our Frau is doing well. She's stopped adding any volume to her leaves since our sun went away and temperature dropped. But the Monarda is really happy, and the tree peony is not only alive, but the root section. So there was a section that I planted next to the main here. This broke off last year when I was planting. I put it next to the thing and figured if one survived, I'd be happy. And now I've got at least 5 very healthy looking shoots. And I know there's another one just barely coming up. Let's see if we can get a look at it. Right here. Just see it moving. So very excited that that's alive. Yeah, all the roses are still basically asleep. Sedum and allium over here doing well. One of the daffodils that I hadn't remembered is here. So this bed came out and curved and joined there. So there may be some more in this general area. It would be nice to get some proof of life, but we'll see. Mulch went down. We have a whole bunch of peonies popping up. You can see, if I can focus, you can see some red there. This little fella here. So there are a few within this this old bed that we put in last year, and the daffodils are looking really good. I have put a little bit of fertilizer on them twice, which is probably a bit soon. The instructions said at 6 inches, and when the first ones, these big robust looking ones, were 6 inches, I fertilized them all. So hopefully I didn't screw anything up. They seem pretty happy so far, and I hope they continue to do well. I put a mound of mulch in place where each of the grapevines are going to go, and then at the end another one to fill in that end of the bed. But the reason I haven't flattened them out is that in between each of those mounds, essentially, is where my mushrooms are going to be planted. And what you get is this sawdust, essentially, that has been inoculated with the mushrooms. And then what you have to do is, for this particular mushroom, you can layer it. So put down a little sawdust, put down a little inoculant, put down a little sawdust, and in those sandwich layers, the inoculant spreads through the wood, and then the mushrooms grow. So the plan is, when the inoculant arrives, to scrape a bunch of mulch down, put inoculant down, scrape a bunch of mulch down, put inoculant down. And in that way, when I'm leveling this out, the mushrooms are getting planted. They're not going to get planted directly around where the grapes are. They should probably spread, but I only bought I think it was a 5-pound bag, so I don't have tons and tons. If I order more, maybe I'll plant more, but we'll see. I do believe that is about it for an update here. So I am going to go and enjoy the rest of my time before I go to work. So thanks for watching. Have a nice day, and we'll see you soon. Bye.